One of the biggest political stories in Texas this year is the contentious Republican primary for U.S. Senate. Attorney General Ken Paxton is challenging longtime Senator John Cornyn. Last week, I asked Cornyn about his re-election strategy as he pushed for extending President Trump's tax cuts during a visit to Dallas.
This year, we're working on.
Andy Ellard and his family have owned Manda Machine Company in Dallas for 75 years. He says the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act that passed during the first Trump administration helped their small business in various ways. During a roundtable, he and other small business owners joined Senator John Cornyn to push for extending the tax cuts, which are set to expire at the end of the year.
And for our business, I was looking back at the tax return. So over the last 3 years, this specific tax cut has saved us $80,000 that we've been able to reinvest in our business.
Senate and House Republicans have been meeting for months to hammer out a bill that would make the tax cuts permanent, not just for small businesses, but individual taxpayers too. They're working to pass it this summer. If it doesn't pass,
62% of taxpayers would see a tax increase. Texans on average would see an increase of $3,000.
Democrats have argued that wealthy people who earn over $400,000 a year should pay more in taxes.
This is not just something to benefit wealthy people. This is something that determines the ability of these small businesses to grow, create jobs. This is a must-do piece of legislation.
This is Senator Cornyn's first event in North Texas since Attorney General Ken Paxton announced he was running against him in the Republican primary next year. Cornyn's campaign is focused on his record of helping President Trump pass his agenda during his first term and again this term. And he's also attacking Paxton. You've made helping President Trump a key part of your re-election campaign. So how important is it to your campaign that what you're talking about passes and in also winning President Trump's endorsement?
Well, President Trump is the most influential person in politics in the nation, and that includes Texas. So I'm proud of the 4 years that I worked with him, the first term. So there's no daylight between me and the president when it comes to his policies. I'm proud of my relationship with President Trump. I talk to him frequently.
You've had some tough words about AG Ken Paxton. You've called him a con man, a fraud, and someone with a checkered background. Why is that?
Well, I think it's a statement of the obvious. I think Mr. Paxton is betting that character no longer matters to the people of Texas. And I'm betting he's wrong.
In a statement, the Paxton campaign told CBS News Texas, quote, John Cornyn is trying to con Texas voters by waking up each day and pretending he is a Republican. Cornyn is now repeating the Democrats' talking points to try and falsely attack me. The primary is next March. We asked Senator Cruz about the Cornyn-Paxton primary, and he said he is not making an endorsement in this race.
Well, listen, I like John Cornyn and I like Ken Paxton. Both of them are friends of mine. Both of them I've worked with closely for over a decade. And so on this race, I'm staying out of it. I'm going to trust the voters to decide.
As we reported last Sunday, Houston area Congressman Wesley Hunt may be thinking about entering this race and challenging Cornyn and Paxton. On Friday, the Associated Press quoted 3 sources as saying Hunt discussed a potential Senate bid this month with White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles and Political Director James Blair. We also told you last Sunday about the TV ads promoting Hunt by supporters of his. The ads are running in Texas, including the DFW market, and in West Palm Beach, home to President Trump's Mar-a-Lago.